This is Ricky Moore with the Burleson Star. I'm here with Centennial football coach Kyle Geller, and this is the 2-minute drill week 3 version. Got a big win, 14-13 over Birdville. Let's talk about that real quick. Any quick thoughts on that?
Well, I was extremely pleased with our defense, the way that they, giving up 13 points in today's game is pretty big accomplishment, especially against a good team. Had some really good players out there. And really, you think about it, they gave up one long drive. The other one was a short field on that kickoff return fumble on our part. So really, I think the focus or the celebration is with the defense.
Real quick, talk about Burns and pressure, both getting in and both getting playing time and playing well.
Yeah, they both did some things. They both executed well at times, and they both need to get better at some things. Hunter had a nice throw in the end zone on the fade, had a couple nice runs, and then Kyle, he had some good balls too. So, we still are trying to get this thing humming on offense.
You said you still want to get the ball to a bunch of people. You want to get the ball to more
we have
people.
to do a better job distributing the ball, and part of that is play calls, and the other part of that is execution. When we need to pitch the ball, we need to pitch the ball, and not let our pitch key tackle us. You either run with it for yards or you get rid of the ball.
Quick thoughts on, you play Friday night, 7:30 at White Settlement Brewer. Quick thoughts on the Bears.
Well, I told our team this morning that they look like a different team. They changed their offense from a pistol power type of an offense to a 10 personnel offense, 4 wide receivers most of the time. Throw it around, a lot of RPO stuff, and they're getting better and better at it each week. So they pose a big challenge to us on defense. And then offensively, when you're looking at their defense, they went from a 4-man front to a 3-man front. Of course, that doesn't mean they won't line up in a 4-man front versus what we do. So, we got to pretty much practice versus multiple fronts during the week and execute what we do. We have to get better fundamentally and get better with our reads, get better just about everywhere. So, like I said, it's still a work in progress, and I imagine it will be for some time. But they are getting better. We're improving in some areas, and the big thing is ball protection right now, execution. And if we do those things, we'll be okay.
Okay. Let's go to the 8 games I've got. You went 4-4. Coach Johnson, you should ride him at Georgia Tech. He let you down losing that game.
Yeah,
so you would have gone 5-3. First off, SMU at TCU. Who you got?
TCU.
All right. Tennessee at Florida.
Florida.
Clemson at Louisville.
Clemson.
All right. Texas at USC.
SC.
Maybe these aren't as hard as I thought they were. Oklahoma State at Pitt.
OSU.
Okay. LSU at Mississippi State.
I'm going to go with Mississippi State.
Okay. Baylor at Duke.
Duke.
See, things could be worse. You could be the coach of Baylor, coach, although he's getting a lot of money. But
I hope they get it turned around. Those are some good guys, some good coaches. And
the last game, Dallas at Denver.
Dallas at Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me the Cowboys.
Okay. Today's 9/11, 16 years ago. What do you remember about that day?
Yeah. I remember I was coaching. My first period class that day was wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Where were you at, Turner?
R.L. Turner.
Okay.
And we had run down to our weight room indoor facility, which was unattached to the school.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the radio on while the kids were lifting weights, and one of the kids said something about, "Hey, Coach, there's something going on in New York." And, when I actually saw the kid said a plane ran into one of the buildings, and then So I was like, man, that's too bad. And then he said another one did, and then I started thinking a little bit, what's going on here? And I thought, yeah, it's probably somebody did it on purpose. And later on that day, we were considering canceling practice and things like that. It was just and then throughout the course of that week, living up there a little bit further north, you're by the airport. And so you're always seeing planes in the sky. And that whole week there wasn't a plane. I remember at our game looking in the sky, and I didn't see any planes flying around. And so some very somber memories.
Who'd y'all have that week? I'm just curious
we
now.
Played Berkner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the 2-minute drill. Anything else, Coach? Anything go on this weekend?
No.
Just glad to get a win.
Glad to get a win. Hopefully we can compete for another one. These guys are going to be good.
Before we go, talk about Tizino's play on the block.
Yeah, Kelton, it just goes to show, he's a player in just about every phase of the game. He can return kicks, he can block punts, he can play safety and get interceptions and tackles, and then on offense he's a big playmaker, which we obviously didn't get him the ball enough on offense this past week, but he's all around stud.
All right. This is Ricky Moore with the Burleson Star, and this has been the 2-minute drill with Centennial football coach Kyle Geller.